We explore what it means to live in a world where work, wealth, and wellness flow from who we are, not what we're told to be. Web3 isn't just technology, it's a return to truth, a remembering that our connections are capital, that creativity is currency, and that every act of kindness is data the universe never forgets. So take a breath, feel your power, and let's tune together because the future isn't waiting, it's already human. The most transformative technologies in history succeeded not because they were the most sophisticated, but because they made people's lives demonstrably better. From the printing press to the internet, lasting innovations have always been those that democratized access to information, resources, or opportunities. Blockchain has this potential, but only when we design with humans first and technology second. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Human Node. I am your host, Karla Ballard, and today we are diving into a fascinating conversation about how blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and artificial intelligence are reshaping the future of payments and data ownership. We will explore real-world applications, share a few laughs, and dissect how these technologies are not only transforming industries, but also creating new revenue opportunities from the ground up. Before we get into the nitty-gritty details, let me give you a high-level executive summary of today's news. We start by looking at the revolutionary roots of blockchain with the Bitcoin white paper released by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008. Next, we talk about how major corporations like IBM are harnessing blockchain to improve supply chain management and payment systems around the globe. We then move to the explosive growth of decentralized finance, where in early 2021, Ethereum-based DeFi protocols locked up nearly $13 billion. Along with these developments, renowned institutions such as PwC and Deloitte are forecasting billions in revenue from blockchain financial services as regulatory clarity paves the way for mainstream adoption. We will also explore how artificial intelligence is revolutionizing payment systems by enhancing fraud detection, real-time risk assessment, and predictive analytics. Additionally, we examine the fusion of blockchain and AI through innovative platforms like Fetch.ai and SingularityNet that are creating decentralized AI marketplaces and autonomous economic agents. Personal data has become a hugely valuable commodity, often being compared to the new oil, and projects like Ocean Protocol are empowering individuals to control and monetize their own data. On the governance front, decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs, are transforming community decision-making, while visionary concepts like network states are reshaping digital communities beyond traditional borders. On the global stage, experimental initiatives such as China's digital yuan and the European Union's exploration of a digital euro are already in motion, with forecasts suggesting that global blockchain investments will soon reach multi-billion-dollar levels. And amidst all these exciting developments, we are also confronting important challenges regarding environmental sustainability and scalability, prompting a shift from high-energy proof-of-work systems to greener alternatives like proof-of-stake and innovative Layer 2 solutions. Let's kick things off with a look back at 2008, when Satoshi Nakamoto published the Bitcoin white paper. Many see this document as nothing less than a manifesto for decentralized finance, a spark that ignited a global movement. Imagine receiving a revolutionary guide that invites you to think beyond traditional banking systems. That white paper not only laid the technological groundwork for Bitcoin, but also set the stage for everything that followed. Today, its influence is felt in a myriad of applications that continue to disrupt conventional financial systems. Moving on, we see major enterprises like IBM embracing blockchain with open arms. IBM has implemented blockchain technology for supply chain tracking, secure record keeping, and efficient payment systems. Picture a world where every package you order is traceable on an immutable digital ledger, ensuring transparency and authenticity at every step. This is not science fiction, but a reality that IBM and others are rapidly building, which in turn creates robust revenue opportunities and fosters trust in global commerce. Now let's talk about decentralized finance, or DeFi. In early 2021, the total value locked in Ethereum-based DeFi protocols neared $13 billion. To put that into perspective, that is $13 billion securely locked in smart contracts, powering a financial ecosystem without traditional banks. This explosion not only signals growing trust in blockchain based finance, but also opens up huge avenues for revenue generation for innovators and investors alike. It is both a testament to what technology can achieve and a call to action for those looking to harness these new opportunities. Delving deeper into revenue forecasts, surveys by PwC and Deloitte indicate that blockchain financial services could generate billions in revenue in the near future. With clearer regulatory environments on the horizon, more conventional institutions are beginning to embrace blockchain technology. This integration promises not only enhanced security and efficiency in payment processing, but also revolutionary changes in managing personal data. More than ever, the payment industry and data ownership models are being reimagined to place human empowerment at their core. Speaking of payments, artificial intelligence is stepping up to the plate in a big way. AI is now integral in transforming payment systems by providing advanced fraud detection, implementing real-time risk assessments, and even predicting consumer behavior with impressive accuracy. Imagine a world where every transaction is scrutinized by smart systems that are always one step ahead of fraudsters. That's the future we are moving towards, where your financial interactions become safer and more efficient through the seamless integration of AI. The intersection of blockchain and AI represents one of the most exciting frontiers in tech today. Platforms such as Fetch.ai and SingularityNet are marrying these two powerhouses by building decentralized marketplaces for artificial intelligence services, as well as creating autonomous economic agents that can operate independently on the blockchain. This fusion not only opens new doors for technological innovation, but also creates entirely new revenue streams and job opportunities in fields that bridge economic theory and digital engineering. Let us now shift our focus to personal data, a commodity that many now refer to as the new oil. In our digital world, every click, every like, and every scroll generates data that holds immense value. But who really benefits from this data? With centralized platforms, much of the control remains out of reach for the individual. Enter Ocean Protocol and similar decentralized models that empower you to own, manage, and even monetize your personal data. By giving control back to the individual, these innovations transform personal information into an asset that truly belongs to you. Another fascinating development in our digital evolution is the rise of decentralized autonomous organizations, better known as DAOs. Early experiments such as the DAO paved the way for contemporary projects like MakerDAO and Compound, which have refined the concept of community governance. DAOs allow for decision making that is transparent and democratic, enabling anyone with an internet connection and a desire to contribute to join the dialogue. It is a bold step away from traditional hierarchies and a movement towards governance models that are as inclusive as they are innovative. In addition to DAOs, the concept of network states is making waves. Popularized by thinker Balaji Srinivasan, network states are essentially digital communities that function almost like traditional nations, but without the constraints of geography. Imagine a world where communities are formed around shared values and interests rather than physical borders, where governance is fluid and dynamic. This concept not only challenges existing political paradigms, but also presents a fresh arena for economic and cultural collaboration on a global scale. On the national front, we see governments experimenting with blockchain technology in a big way. China has been at the forefront with its digital yuan pilot, actively testing blockchain-based financial systems in real-world scenarios. Over in Europe, the idea of a digital euro is steadily gaining interest among policymakers concerned with increasing efficiency and transparency in monetary systems. These experiments are complemented by market research forecasts from organizations like IDC, which predict that global blockchain spending will soon climb into the multi-billion-dollar range. Clearly, blockchain is no longer a niche innovation, but a mainstream economic force. Of course, with all these advancements come important criticisms. A major concern surrounding blockchain, particularly in relation to proof of work systems like Bitcoin, is the high energy consumption. Environmental critics have long pointed out the unsustainable nature of energy intensive processes. In response, the industry is already shifting toward greener alternatives such as proof of stake and layer 2 solutions that promise to drastically reduce energy usage while maintaining robust security. This balancing act between innovation and sustainability is crucial as we build the financial systems and data infrastructures of tomorrow. Beyond the technological and economic impacts, blockchain is also making its mark in pop culture and entertainment. Podcasts such as Unchained and Bankless have turned deep technical discussions into accessible narratives, peppered with humor, pop culture references, and even the occasional meme. It is a reminder that technology is not just about silicon and code, but also about the human spirit of innovation, creativity, and connection. In many ways, the blockchain community is a vibrant melting pot of technologists, entrepreneurs, artists, and everyday people, all united by a shared belief in building a better future. This brings us to an essential point. Blockchain and AI are not just tools for enhancing transactions or safeguarding data. They are powerful enablers for deeper interpersonal relationships and community building. Imagine a scenario where every financial transaction, every data exchange, and every decision-making process is backed by transparency and trust. In such a world, technology not only streamlines our lives, but also fosters genuine connections among individuals, creating ecosystems where mutual benefit is the norm rather than the exception. For entrepreneurs and investors, the revenue opportunities in this emerging space are substantial. The convergence of blockchain and AI is generating new business models in the payment industry and beyond. Fintech startups are leveraging these technologies to automate compliance, optimize payment processing, and even reinvent data ownership. The scope for innovation is enormous, with global investments and forecasted revenues reaching billions. It is a time of exciting challenges and even more exciting possibilities, a time when technology truly begins to serve humanity. And if you ever start feeling overwhelmed by all these technical details, remember this. Even the most sophisticated blockchain protocols might one day have their own quirky memes and inside jokes. After all, if we can laugh together while safeguarding our data and processing our payments, then technology is working exactly as it should, by making our everyday lives not just easier, but also a lot more fun. At the end of the day, our discussion today is about cracking the human code. It is about designing a future where technology is firmly in service of human needs. Every breakthrough in blockchain, every leap in artificial intelligence, and every innovative step in decentralized finance is a stride toward a world where we call the shots, where our data is ours to control, and where the pathways to prosperity are open to everyone. Join us in driving currency for humankind by visiting us at humn.world. The future of blockchain isn't just about faster transactions or more complex smart contracts. It's about creating systems that give people more control over their data, finances, and digital lives. When we prioritize human needs over technical novelty, blockchain becomes a tool for building the kind of world we actually want to live in, one where technology serves humanity, not the other way around.